All right, Sean, you ready? All right.
Hi, camera.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here reviewing.
We're doing a review.
Of
a review of,
new
of
movie.
the new. What are we doing?
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity 3. Did you hear that? What was over? I thought I heard something in this closet. Hold on, let me put this camera up on this oscillating fan for a second. Hold on. We've got this.
It's this oscillating fan that doesn't oscillate.
I don't remember how to use this fan.
Does it just stick on there?
Yeah.
Or,
We got this.
or what? Yeah.
Is it oscillating right?
It's oscillating very shakily.
All right.
And quiet.
All right. So what are we doing here?
We're reviewing Paranormal Activity 3, of course.
Paranormal Activity 3.
Trace.
Trace.
Didn't think this would be the franchise that would take over after Saw left. The one every year, which it seems to be now.
It's been every October, basically.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if they've all been released October.
Nah, they have.
They have?
Yeah, they've all been October.
Yeah, because they always end in October-ish, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, the first film obviously came out 2 years ago.
Yes.
It was made for, I think we remember talking about it, it was made for like $16,000, and the majority of that was basically just the equipment, and the guy did some like modifications to his house. I think all the actors were paid maybe a minimum of like $500 and all, and they are not well-known people. And it was such an underground hit and showed Hollywood that you can do a lot with basically nothing.
Yeah, and it will be huge.
So the following year, and I really thought it was going to be crap because even though I liked the first one, Paranormal Activity 2, I was like, really? What are you going to do? It's a Hollywood big movie? Like, this is going to be stupid.
What? What are they going to do?
But I honestly really liked it.
Yes,
like,
2 was really good.
It obviously probably had a bigger budget because there's some better special effects and stuff in it. But it was still had that low-budget feel.
Yeah.
And now, you know, a year later, it's Paranormal Activity 3. Now, one of the things I think about is, like, are the actors, because they have some of the actors from the first two appear in it, you know. Very briefly. But are they making big money now? Because this is they have to be making big money. Not like millions of dollars, but like a couple $100,000.
Yeah.
Like 100,000, you know. It's a big movie.
Yeah.
So I would assume that's an interesting thing. Like, so you people out there who don't want to act in like stuff for free, you never know. It could become big, and then look, all those people could be like, yeah, two years ago I was in something for free, and now I'm paychecking it in. So okay, the first movie plot, there's a ghost in the house.
They're all prequels. Every sequel.
Well, the first one is a movie.
The first one is the end of the story, essentially.
Yeah. And the second one, big reveal if you haven't seen it, but the second one coincides.
Half prequel, half part of like going along the same time as the first one.
Yeah, it's like the surprise that it ends at the same time the first one ends.
Right.
Which is really cool, and like we're ruining it now, but come on, it's a year later. And if you're watching this, you obviously want to see the third one. We're not going to give away anything with the third one, other than the fact that the third one is a major prequel, and that's in the trailer.
Yeah, it's when the girls are kids.
Yeah, so it's shot in 1988, I think is supposed to be the, you saw my
that picture scared me.
But,
yeah, set in 1988.
1988, and one of the things that a lot of people are like, why do these people always have cameras, whatever? I like the way they explained it. It was very nostalgic to me, because, it's shot from the mother's boyfriend of the little girls. He's a wedding videographer in the 80s, which my father actually was. So it was really cool because they were really accurate with a lot of the editing equipment and the old cameras and all that. Like, so I was like, wow, this is totally how I remember being a kid in the 80s and watching my father edit wedding videos.
And ghosts.
And ghosts. He edited them.
And Toby.
So the overall plot is you know, the backstory to, like, and I can't give anything away, but
they've alluded to what the story is, but I mean, it's a Paranormal Activity movie, so it's more of the same.
The entire movie is about the tension. There are long sequences of just nothing happening,
and
with the anticipation of something happening. And that could be really a bad thing. It's not like, I think, honestly, of the three, this one was the first one where I was really just like, something gonna happen.
We done it.
But like,
I enjoyed it.
Overall, it was what I thought it was gonna be.
Yes.
There's some really cool special effects, scary sequences. There's a lot of jump scares.
The ending leaves much to be desired. I will say it's definitely a setup for another movie.
It's a setup for a fourth one. The commercials and all are claiming that the last 15 minutes of this movie are like the scariest thing ever.
They are really creepy, but it's not like to that extent. It's just how like when Paranormal Activity came out and people were like, people were fainting when they saw it. It's like, it's scary, but like, calm down.
Well, we saw it in a very lively theater too, where people are like, "Don't go in there, stupid hoe."
And a lot of that was from me.
It was.
No, mine was all burgle.
All burgle.
It was all burgle. Because
what? What's going on?
You gonna try to run past me? Huh.
God.
Another thing we should address since you brought up the trailers, if you feel like the trailers are giving away too much, they're not.
There's like hardly anything in the movie that's in the trailers. The sequence with the guy getting his head bashed on the table, the girl getting thrown into the bedroom, none of that's in the movie.
I think they put it in that trailer just to fuck with you.
To really throw people off.
Yeah, because you're just like, you're going to be expecting these scenes and they're not there.
So overall, you got the acting, the little girls, really well casted.
Yeah, they look like sisters. They look pretty similar to what the...
And they're not bad actresses.
Yeah.
I mean, they play really well, little girls. And the main character, the main guy, Dennis, the boyfriend, is not bad. And the wife's not bad. They're all... It's very...
Just average.
It's average. It's not bad. It's not like the best performance ever, but it's not supposed to be.
It works for the movie.
It's supposed to be a family taping stuff. So it's the equivalent of me just what I did in the beginning, you know?
It works for what the movie is.
The director of this one...
The directors are Henry Jost and Ariel Schulman.
Who are the directors of the documentary Catfish, which I don't know if we've done a review, but we've definitely recommended in the past. So check that out.
Yes.
Overall for this film, it was what I expected. It's a little burnt out for me because I think out of all of them, it sounds weird, but the second one's my favorite so far.
I agree with that. I think I might like this one more than the first, just because more happens.
No, I think I still like the first one the best.
I don't know.
Second, then first, then third.
Right.
But my overall rating for this film, you know, acting and story and scares and special effects aside, is probably like a 3.5. Almost, you know, I can't give it that high because it's not original anymore. It's the third one in the series, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I would give it a 4
but
out of 5.
it's still creepy. It is creepy.
It is
like,
really
I would
creepy.
not sit at home and watch this movie by myself, and if you really do believe in ghosts and stuff, like myself,
scare you.
It will creep you out.
Yeah.
So,
they are good.
They are
and
achieving... It's way better than any gore fest movie or anything. Like, this is stuff that feels like maybe it could happen.
I would be happy with horror movies staying in this route, not so much shaky cam, but the less is more approach.
Sure.
Where, I mean, you just see some stuff like...
I could deal with less exorcism-themed things, though.
Yeah, they need to stop
doing
that.
There's a lot of exorcism themes. And
I
get demons and Satan are scary and all, and ghosts are creepy. But some of the scariest things are, like, simple things, just being alone and creating tension. This movie is perfect for creating tension. The whole thing is
really, really great
There's
scenes.
probably, like, 10 really... like special effects in it or whatever, but of the 10, you know, in the 90-minute runtime or whatever, it's the tension that really sells them.
Oh yeah, because I mean, you go into the movie, you know what to expect, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds for the entire movie.
Mm-hmm. So, I recommend seeing it though. If you
fun.
like the other ones, if you're looking to take a date to a really creepy movie.
It's October. You got to go see a horror movie. Go see this one.
Yeah, see it because there's no Saw.
There's no Saw this
Halloween.
year.
It must not be Saw anymore.
It must be Paranormal Activity 3.
So what are we blowing up?
We're blowing up this fucking thing.
What is it? Oh, it's a ping pong ball.
Crane Sports. Jonathan Crane. Speaking of which, Batman Arkham City is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do game reviews, but god damn is that game awesome.
Yeah, check that game out. And why don't you serve it up?
Huh.
You had a delayed reaction, so...
My reactions are always delayed.